on this toy spot, we're going to be having a look at G.I. Joe The Rise of Cobra Stormshadow Ninja Mercenary. Much like the regular packaging for the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, we get a nice gray background here, and then we've got the starburst effect with the character in the foreground here. I haven't seen enough of Stormshadow in the trailer and in the movie to really give my opinion of the character yet. I mean, you know, it's an Asian guy in a white ninja outfit. I mean, that's pretty much Stormshadow. So I don't know. I mean, he might be good. I guess it all depends if he has the good voice. Like Stormshadow had a really nice voice in the cartoon, especially when he was fighting Spirit. And we have the Cobra logo down below. I hope aside from figures, they actually do more merchandise, because I really would like to get a T-shirt that had the Cobra logo on it, especially this logo, because it's really nice. The other figures in the wave are Snake Eyes. We've got Conrad Dukehauser, Baroness. We've got this Stormshadow. We've got Destro and Neo Viper. Just a brief read up here on Stormshadow. It says Stormshadow is a ninja mercenary who works for Cobra, skilled in several martial art forms. This cold-blooded hunter was trained by the mystical Arashekage. Oh man, it's a bad day to pronounce things today, guys. Ninja Clan, and is the sworn enemy of Snake Eyes, the G.I. Joe team's ninja commando. Preferred weapon, hand-forged steel heirloom katana sword. Rather interesting, they didn't really put that in any other of the characters' file card. So it is interesting that they put that with Stormshadow. But there we have the packaging on Stormshadow. What I'll do is I'll open this guy up and we will get a closer look at the figure. Now, despite the fact that Stormshadow comes with a firing gun or firing rocket launcher similar to all the other figures, I have to say that his rocket launcher or hand weapon is quite unique in the fact that it doesn't fire a missile, but it fires a disc. You actually just slide the disc in the top there, and that can fire off. You actually get quite a good range from the weapon as well. You get the good range actually from all the weapons. They fire quite a good distance, which probably might be a bad thing because you'll end up losing them. He also comes with a stand, Stormshadow stand, very similar to all the other characters except for Duke. Duke's had his name and everything on the top there. Stormshadow also comes with a hand weapon, which I believe is the same hand weapon used in the Destro figure as well as the Baroness figure. He also comes with it almost looks like a laser gun. It almost looks like it could even shoot a spear. Maybe it's a laser spear shooting gun, I don't know. Rather odd to see Stormshadow with it. You'd think he'd have more like primitive, more swords, blades, stuff like that. Speaking of blades, Stormshadow also comes with a set of claws, very similar to Wolverine, and actually very similar to Stormshadow when he was released in the, I think it was the 92 figure, where he actually had a hood. They gave him a claw similar to this, but it was black. No doubt he'll probably use this in the movie at some point. He also comes with not one, but two swords. Now the other sword is fastened into his hand via like the clear elastics. When you do take the swords out though, the swords actually can fit in the top here. So you can actually have him holding his swords, his katanas, carrying them at least. Stormshadow also comes with one of the, what I now believe to be the nanite or nanomites, which is a horrible name, nanomite grenade or bomb, which most of the characters seem to be included with, and the Baroness can actually carry them. Kind of incentive, not much of an incentive, but incentive to get all the figures, because then you can have Baroness holding all of them. But in the way of his likeness, or at least in his sculpt, it's not a bad looking Stormshadow. It's a nice updated look. Now, unfortunately, I think most of the Stormshadow figures are going to run into this problem where the flesh-colored paint is accidentally put on the top of the mask. The mask there should really be white. That aside, though, I mean, it's a nice figure for it being white. I like the addition of the coat, the jacket there, and he also has a holster for his gun. It's really strange the fact that I'll put the gun in here. Maybe it doesn't hold the gun. You know, it looks. Oh, you know what? I think it does. It is actually really surprising, though, the fact that this figure has it, Destro has it, and yet then when you get Snake Eyes, he has a molded pistol and a molded knife. Like, I don't know, it just seems that they really chinsed out for Snake Eyes, which is surprising because he would have been the more popular toy. There you have Stormshadow there. Very nice. Overall, I like the Stormshadow. I think of the figures I've reviewed, the Baroness, the Duke, and then the Stormshadow are probably my three favorites. Again, my least favorite is just the Snake Eyes. It's just so disappointing. Even this Stormshadow feels a little more substantial, weight-wise, than the Snake Eyes. But there you have a toy spot on the very new G.I.JOE Rise of Cobra Stormshadow. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and with that, I'll see you guys next time.